Welcome back, everybody.
Dynamite intro. Mrs. Lush, you're always so impressive at those. Honey, put on your coveting pants. I don't know why the team did this to me, but they're like, oh, Leon, you should watch through some videos of like really expensive celebrity homes with your wife. And I'm like, great, let's put some ideas in her head that she's not gonna be able to get rid of. And I'm gonna have to be here, oh, but the kitchen could use this, and we could use new blinds, and we could use new anyways, let's get into it. This is Robert Downey Jr.
Hi, we're the Downeys. This is Susan's house. The reason that it's situated exactly where it is because they want to be able to see that church spire back in the late 19th century. I can't tell you which direction we are from the church because that would be security breach. Please come in.
So I love this already. It feels very like Cape Cod almost.
Did he say where they are?
No, I'm sure it's out West Coast somewhere.
Bit of design for the house.
And we just can't seem to get rid of it.
Yeah, it's part of the furniture now.
Cheeky.
It doesn't get much more cozy than this joint. This is what you don't want to see. The inevitable, why is everything stuffed in here closet.
Gotta have one of those.
There's a cat box in there too. Susan Downey will now take over the classy portion of the tour.
Every morning after I've fed the cats, I come here, I attempt to do a...
Every morning after I fed the cats. What a phrase. I feel like that's what you would hear from like a lot of lonely cat ladies, but this is Susan Downey, so she's allowed to say it. Living in a $20 million mansion, probably.
Do a meditation all the time, anticipating my son running down the stairs and disturbing me.
Nice.
Once again, the most important piece of art in the house.
Exactly.
This is my office up here, top of the windmill.
Well, they're really into the cats.
Come. You just almost bit it on the stairs, didn't you? These are steep stairs. It's why she likes it up here.
Look at how camera ready he is.
That is Montgomery.
Hi, Monty. Okay, and then the only other shot up here is we think he might have a shot.
That is what is known as the old pickup artist
old
8
headshot.
by 10.
It is curious, like I know that's a clip, but for all the rich and success they have, they've made their whole personality about their cats. It's almost a deflection mechanism too. I feel like it could be like a humility deflection mechanism where it's like, yeah, you do these things, you're rich and famous, but like instead of being like, hey, look at all my cool stuff, it's like, hey, we're normal people, we just love our cats.
Yeah, don't let the cats out. Here's a cat
Definitely
box.
more relatable than being like, here's my $67,000 art piece hanging over my mantle.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, we won't see Kim Kardashian having the same experience.
She's not gonna be talking about her cats. Is she on this list?
Yeah.
Oh God, should we look at it?
Yeah.
All right, so now we're in my backyard. It's literally the most amazing place for the kids to really hang out, and the basketball court especially is where the kids love to be. You know, I didn't want your typical basketball court. I don't know if you can see the material of the ground, but it's like spongy.
Oh, I know.
And I just wanted it really neutral. All my gym equipment is black. So the court is black, the basketball...
I'm sorry, if you're thinking about what colors your basketball court are gonna be, that's just tough to relate to that particular problem.
Hoops are black with like a cream little box and hoop. I don't really know what that part's called. You know, I just wanted it to look like it matched my whole house. And this is just like when it's summertime and the pool's right here and the gym connected to the basketball court, music blasting and kids are in the pool, and me and my sisters are like lunging up and down the basketball court. There's nothing more fun than a good workout day at my house. And the other place out here that I really wanted to show you guys is our meadow up there. So if you go up there, you'll see a huge vegetable garden, so many trees. And so we grow our own fruits and vegetables, and we pick them and eat them just from there. We do it together as a family. All of the cousins come over and we have little baskets, and they just see how you really can like farm.
See, she's living sustainably. You gotta love that about Kim Kardashian. A lot of hate she gets, but she has a farm and she's living off the grid sustainably. Speaking of living sustainably in picking and growing your own vegetables, how do you tell them what we did recently?
This is a you thing.
Oh yeah. What did your husband do?
He grew green beans.
You damn right I did.
Jackson the beanstalk.
Jackson in the beanstalk. My son from kindergarten, at the end of kindergarten, brought home in a clear Solo cup. He's like, Dad, we planted this in school today. And it was like this little plant like this high. And I was like, what is it? He's like, oh, beans. I'm like, all right. So we had like an empty spot in the front garden. It's like a garden. There's like the 1 point set, like 2 plants in it. We don't have the greenest thumbs. I'm like, all right, let's plant it. We dig a little hole, plant it in.
Months.
But the whole summer it's growing. This thing, I'm like,
we planted it in June.
I had to get trussels. I guess they're called trussels, like bamboo sticks. This thing vines growing up. The vine starts growing up the water spout of the house. It's like up to the 2nd story. I'm like, great, we just planted an invasive vine. Finally, all of a sudden, this thing starts pumping out beans.
Oh my God.
Delicious, beautiful
many green beans.
Me and Jackson harvested that bitch in we ate green beans for weeks. Green
Like
beans
hundreds
coming
of
out of our ears. Little garlic, little salt, little butter. Delicious, homegrown green beans. I know to some of you that probably sounds stupid and lame, but
just super simple because
I've never eaten something I've grown myself, put it that way. So
yeah, no, me either. I will take zero credit for that. I wanted to get rid of it in July because I thought it was never going to produce anything.
Yeah, she did. She kept being like, can you kill that plant yet? I'm like, honey, just have faith and a little bit of patience. If that's a green bean plant. Because I don't know what they look like, but I just took the teacher's word for it. They're like, oh yeah, it's a beanstalk plant. All right, whatever. You know that I'm the only one from that class that brought that thing to fruition to where they harvested it.
Oh, I showed his friends.
Did you?
Yeah, I showed his friends' parents, and they all went crazy. They're like, oh my God, you actually got green beans?
Let's go. Hey, hon, Taylor Swift.
Is it going to be her?
This is
oh,
Taylor
it's not
Swift's
a Rhode Island
luxury
home. It's her
penthouse
New
in
York home.
worth $20 million. She bought it from Peter Jackson, the director of The Lord of the Rings, in 2014. The penthouse is located in Tribeca, a trendy neighborhood in Manhattan, where she also owns several other properties. The penthouse covers 8,300 square feet and has 7 bedrooms and 5.5 bathrooms.
That's a lot.
It features wooden floors, wide beam ceilings, a marble kitchen, a grand staircase, and a fireplace.
So I will say right there, that already I love it more than 98% of the like the Kim Kardashian, modern, Gen Z, like everything's just white.
Like white, clean, crisp.
Everything's
nothing.
white,
Yeah.
no style, no character. Like I fucking hate that, and I hope it dies in a fire. No, we have more character than that.
Oh,
in our
of
house.
course we do.
Much more. Like we have white cabinets and stuff, but I mean like when you just like literally it's just all white and there's like one black door, like one little black cabinet doorknob. I can't stand it. So that like that rustic, like exposed beams, nice old antique rug, like I love that shit.
Core is rustic and neoclassical with red walls, velvet
Neoclassical,
couches, vintage
sure.
rugs, and chandeliers. The penthouse also has a wet bar, a pool table, and
He
a
likes it
rooftop
even more
terrace.
now.
The penthouse
Wet bar, you
is
say?
ideal for hosting parties and inviting friends such as Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Gigi Hadid, and Sophie.
All right, enough with the
I
fucking
know,
like
name dropping,
name
like,
dropping,
things.
AI name dropping for Taylor Swift.
Has
Suck
shared
my
glimpses
D.
of her home on Instagram, showing her cats, her piano, and her awards. The penthouse is a cozy and inviting space that reflects Swift's personality and style.
Shut the up. I mean, I would, yeah, okay, I'll take it. Steve Harvey, because we were just talking about him a couple videos ago.
Yeah.
It's the same voice.
This is an absolutely stunning mansion. Steve Harvey's mansion in Atlanta, Georgia, is worth $15 million.
Wow.
It is a
Okay.
stunning property
Holy
that was
smokes.
once owned by Tyler Perry, a famous filmmaker. The mansion has 7 bedrooms and 9.5 bathrooms.
I'm sorry, like 7 bedrooms, 9.5 bathrooms. Like
What are all those other rooms
What are all
then?
the? You have like castle terraces, like common rooms. Man, that's large. Grotto with
I would
big
have a whole
tennis
room full
court.
of puzzles.
Nearly 35,000
Just a puzzle
square feet
room?
of living
Yeah.
space. The exterior features a castle-like design inspired by the Palace of Versailles.
I would definitely have an
With manicured
arcade in
lawns,
there.
trimmed garden,
With just pinball
a
machines and all
70,000
vintage
gallon
video
game
infinity-edge
systems.
Pool, a lighted tennis court, and a runway for remote-controlled airplanes.
A runway for remote controlled airplanes.
The interior boasts several formal
Jesus
and
Christ.
informal living and entertaining areas, a 2-story library, a state-of-the-art theater, an indoor pool, a wine cellar, and an underground ballroom with a catering kitchen. The property also has a guest house, a guardhouse, a detached caretaker suite, and an advanced security system.
Yeah,
the
of
maintenance
course.
cost of the mansion is estimated to be around $1 million per year.
See, that's what you forget about with properties
Oh,
like
yeah.
this. Not only, I mean, how much property tax are you paying annually on a $15 million property to like keep the grounds, the landscaping alone, like, yeah,
Cleaning?
7 figures just to, yeah. But I guess,
It's all right. So I wouldn't want to clean that baby. I can tell you that right now.
yeah, you're probably paying 6 figures just to keep that
I
for the
think they
cleaners
said there's
annually.
9.5 bathrooms, so that's a lot of toilets.
Yeah, 2 of them get used probably. It's just so excessive, and you
Like,
like
you're right.
You
It
know,
doesn't
Steve's
get
not.
used.
Yeah, Steve's not living there with like all these kids. He's an old ass dude. His kids are grown and gone. Like, I love the idea of people that are exorbitantly wealthy just living. I don't know, like modestly is not the right word because you can ball out a little bit, but that's just so excessive. Like when it comes to the house, to have a manor of that sort. But whatever, I guess if you got the
huge.
money, you do what you want with it, and it's cool. That's not where happiness comes from. Happiness comes from relationships. Let me tell you something. Since I'm never gonna have this amount of money, happiness comes from. I want this house. I want it.
Oh!
Just kidding.
If you don't click on Rainn Wilson, I'm going to get mad.
I feel like he's someone that might live a little more
That's
modestly.
what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
It's
He's
going to
got-
be a
he's
unique
got-
situation.
Yeah.
Fun fact, the kooky couple that built this house had a bar. They recreated in Mexico the bar in this room. So this was a saloon room. We took the bar out and put it kind of in our garage workshop, turned this into a TV room. This is all repurposed wood.
Yeah, this was a gift to Rain that I gave him for his birthday one year.
Taxidermy
These
box?
I love. These are wooden hearts that were from a German medical school. And so they were studying this in the 1800s. So this one is a fish heart.
Someday my heart will be on a stake in this room, right, Paul?
That's right.
See, I like stuff like that because it's like sentimental value as opposed to be like, look at this $75 million mansion with 97,000 rooms that never even get used.
The black and cream colored basketball hoop.
Yeah, I like stuff that means something to you.
Here's our living room. We call it the opium den.
Nice.
Not because we're condoning drug use, but because it kind of looks and feels like an opium den.
Yeah, we traveled a lot in Morocco. It's where I was pregnant with our son, and we got really into tribal rugs and just the layering of the different.
A little too Rastafarian for me, the tribal rug stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you're traveling in Morocco and doing a bunch of opium while you're pregnant, like, you're going to come home with a couple tribal rugs, obviously. And a kid that comes out a little funky. But
Wow.
Oh, wait, part 2. Good, good, good.
What do we call it, Rain?
The Pig Palace.
Yes.
They get a name for everything.
They do.
Oh, so here they definitely have, like, animals and livestock.
And you come on in, and it's really cool during the day. So we left
exactly
the wire
what I expected,
open
actually.
so that the breeze could come through.
Yeah.
And then at night, they have their blankets, and they sleep in the casita here at night.
Pig Dutch doors.
Pig Dutch doors. And
I knew Rain was
if
living in
when
New
they
York
play
City.
the piano, they get a treat.
Yeah, he's not like, here's my $75 million LA mansion. No, it's some fucking sustainable opium den in the middle of somewhere. Although, he probably still lives out in Cali in some sort of rich suburb.
sure.
What do we got?
Come.
We got cereal.
Come on, Amy.
Come on.
Hi,
Come on.
Chris.
Oh, look at how fat that is.
Amy.
Oh my God.
She knows.
Woo!
This is Amy. She's a little precious piggy princess.
Yeah.
Snorty is the big bull in the china shop. He's the weird neurotic.
He's very shy.
Fucking throwing feet at him.
Oh, we have no such thing.
All right, so Robert Downey Jr. is obsessed with cats. Rain's obsessed with pigs.
If you own pigs, is there any utility to own pigs other than to raise them, to slaughter them, and create food? As opposed to like just owning a pig as some sort of like pet.
I mean, the way he was talking to them, it's...
No, they're definitely pet. I don't think they're going to kill them, but it's just a strange animal to have as a pet, I feel like. But they were kind of weirdly cute. I never looked at a pig as a pet, but that was a little fat-ass that pig. And he'll get under there in that gullet and just kind of like muscle his gullet around a little bit.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. I'm sure he'd love that.
Lick his snout. Get in there with it.
Oh,
Sure, pay la casa de Sandra
I
Bullock.
already love it. That door is awesome. Okay, I love it.
That is
Wow.
massively...
Oh my God.
Did you see that vertical?
Yes.
Like, this vertical. Like,
That is insane.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I can't argue with how cool this is.
Got so much character.
Right, exactly. Like it's wide open, like super modern, like that, but it's
modern,
not.
but
it's not just straight white and annoying. Yeah, I like it.
That is sexy.
This is pretty sweet. Huh.
That's funny. I feel like that thing coming out was like a table, but made of the same material as the kitchen counter.
Felt like it.
Yep, sure.
Theater room. Was that an entire wine room we just passed by? This is quite the gimbal tour here.
It's like a second kitchen.
Oh, this area outside. This is clearly in California somewhere. The outside pool house area. Yeah, that doesn't suck. Jeez Louise. Tennis court. Oh, not a big fan of the basketball court colors. Really could have done better picking maybe a cream rim.
It should have actually matched.
Was that pickleball? It was definitely.
I think so.
Yeah.
It should actually match the house better. Matchy matchy.
This little area like recessed in the ground next to the pool.
Cozy. Oh, I'm obsessed with this style. Everything is so cozy.
I'm obsessed with this astronaut statue right here, whatever the that is.
I mean, he could hang out.
Wasn't she in a movie where she was an astronaut?
She definitely was.
I watched it at your old apartment when we first started dating. You had passed out because you had to get up to go nursing the next morning, and I watched it in your living room.
Really?
The only time I ever watched a movie in your living room. That's a weird memory I just had, but it was
That is very weird.
Some space movie with Sandra Bullock. Gravity, 2013. See? That checks out. That's when we first started dating. I remember it had just come out on Netflix. It was actually a pretty good movie. Can't believe that was 11 years.
I just can't believe your memory works like that.
Yeah, I have very specific memories. 11 years. It's been a long time, hon.
Holy moly, you sick of me yet?
Wait till the camera's off to answer that. Never.
What?
What?
What the hell?
So the bedrooms, yeah, okay, cool. Well, that is, okay. All right. Relax, Sandra. Slow down. Slow down, Sandra.
I really like all the wood details, though.
Is it Sandra or Sandra?
Sandra.
Sandra. Yeah, the wood stuff is awesome. I love it, too.
I love it.
Yeah, very attention to detail is great. That closet's tiny. Wouldn't even want it. That picture's
cool.
actually pretty sick. This is my favorite house so far.
Oh, yeah. That is so cool.
It's wild.
Oh, please. You gonna go to like a roof deck of sorts?
I feel like it's a good balance of like, yeah, this is exorbitantly expensive and insanely luxurious, but also like can feel lived in and cool, like as opposed to like that Steve Harvey mansion where it's like,
I don't know.
This roof is
They also showed us the inside of this house. They didn't show us the inside of Steve's.
That's true. And it was AI. Yeah.
At least not much.
Yeah, true. I'm sure it was pretty sweet.
Wow. I'm not sure I'm gonna recover from that yet, because, wow, yes.
Oh, AD. A little early, but come on in.
I mean, he's on Archdigest. Wait, what did it say? Archdigest?
Archdigest. It's
okay,
Architectural Digest TikTok account. Yeah.
I know how to talk.
Sure you do. It's pretty modern looking.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to my home. I obviously don't live in a kitchen. This is where I actually live. The kitchen is over there, but we'll get to that after we get to know each other. This house is really interesting. It was custom built by Matt Ficus, very cool architecture firm in Austin. It is a modern interpretation of an A.D. Stanger home. If you don't know A.D. Stanger, you don't know architecture.
You're damn right I don't.
I definitely don't.
I did learn about A.D. Stanger. He's actually responsible for a lot of really interesting homes in the Austin area. If you like Austin, Texas, you like those Austin vibes, you can thank Mr. Stanger. What really struck me and made this feel like a home is the wood ceilings. This is all natural Brazilian hardwood. I think it brings a lot of warmth into the room, right? If that ceiling was just a white ceiling, it wouldn't be as welcoming, as inviting, you know? I like.
What's the floor look like?
Good question.
Okay.
All right, I know you want to see my kitchen.
Yes, I do.
Let's take a gander. So let me show you some of my favorite things. These used to just be like typical white quartz. And I felt like this house is too nice to just have plain white countertops.
Thank you.
And so I decided to invest a little bit of money, and I got these really great Carrara marble countertops. And I think it looks good. You tell me. You think it looks good?
Yes.
If you don't like it, you can tell me. It's fine.
You like those?
Yeah, I'm not in love with the black cabinets, though.
I think white would be.
Yeah. I know people get
but,
really up in arms about what kind of stove should you use, Josh. I'm going to help you out.
Gas,
I got you on this one, okay? Listen, you can go the more architectural route and get a La Cornue and spend a ton of money, but you know what? It's never gonna have the performance of a wolf. It just won't. It's little baby burners that look beautiful. Now La Cornue's never gonna sponsor me, but whatever. To me, La Cornue is more of like a sheep in wolf's clothing. This is a wolf in wolf's clothing. I got a problem with knives.
You know what he's talking about right now?
Yes, I do.
Is a wolf a type of grill?
Stove.
I like a high-end stove.
Oh, yeah.
Knives are sick, dude. I'm horrible at cooking and would never know how to utilize any of those knives, but I'd love to have it on my wall, like hand engraved.
Just because it looks cool?
Those are sweet.
This is 1/10 of my knife collection.
I believe it.
I love kitchen knives. All of them feel different. All of them work differently, right? These are like my prized possessions. These knives, though, are one of a kind. Look, you can get them from somewhere, but not from a store. This comes from a guy, one of my buddies actually, Jody Hale. He owns a company called Pie Cutlery, and he makes all of these by hand.
Right.
I mean, this man is an artist. Look at this. That's art.
I would agree with that.
Now, at this point of the tour, we are in my in-house studio. This is very
now I'm jealous.
the puzzle.
This is because way more likely to make you jealous in a kitchen.
Yes. This is my level of.
I can now interview the talent. And I interview.
You show me some SM7B mics, and now we're talking my language.
Some very well organized wires.
Yeah, he's got like a full production studio in here.
It's highlighted on gold mines. Or if I wanted to, I could switch gears and we could do.
I didn't even know he had a podcast.
You know what I love about it too, man? I love that not only the chair is comfortable, but they make me feel tall. That's very important to me, right? It's not about sitting in a chair. It's about not getting lost in a chair. You see that? I look big. I look very big here. Some chairs you sit in, you go all the way back, you look stupid. Not here, this mic adjusts to wherever I want it. We spent $17 million on these microphones. If you come over here, now we're looking at a well-crafted desk that fits a group straight from the heart. That's me and my closest friends. We love to be in a close proximity.
My question is, where are external wires going? Oh, they're just not plugged in. Okay.
Crafted desk.
You don't think it's going down in the desk? Well, no, because you have to be able to pull it closer.
That's what I mean. Like, I would think you would need to pull it closer, unless they have some sort of crazy mix going on where they're just using all the ambient. I don't know.
Heart. That's me and my closest friends. We love to be in a close proximity so that we can not only feed off of each other, but energize one another. This desk allows us to do that. It was very important to me to have a comfortable environment where my guests can feel just as comfortable, almost like a living room setting. So what I have in here is a lot of relaxing light. You know, this light can basically, it can go in this color.
That's like my dream is to have a studio that has just scaffolding where you can set all the lights up top. Spent my whole life using like boom stands and
8,000 things to trip over like we do.
Yeah, exactly. Just super clean on the ground. All the lighting, super adjustable up top.
I can go to like an iguana green, a lava red, a perplex purple. These are all real colors, by the way. There's a lot of little things, a lot of little discoveries, a lot of little Easter eggs. You just gotta open up your eyes to be able to see them. This pot here was Eddie Murphy's first pot that he ever spit his gum in. We found it. We spent $6 million on this. Eddie Murphy's gum is still in it. If you want to get a close up, you can. Don't look at it.
I love that that was the only thing from Kevin Hart on the list. It was right up my alley. I don't give a shit what the rest of your house looks like. Just show me your studio or your electronics room, something like that.
There is something else that we care about, and it's a really good home gym.
There you go, which we definitely don't have, but we have one that works great.
Oh, no.
It's 7 by 7, but yeah, I would love to see.
And being over a celeb.
There's definitely a bunch of fitness YouTubers that I follow loosely that have become very successful on YouTube, and like since that's their business, that was their main investment.
Yeah.
And some of the home gyms are so sick. Like all the lighting is perfect because like obviously you want to get like the best definition while you're like doing your videos, custom branding, and then like all high-end machines like Jesse James West and Dr. Mike. Probably not going to be on this list, but maybe we can look at that sometime. Celebrity gyms. Nobody would want to watch that, but we'll do that on our own time. We'll spare you guys.
Donald Trump's luxury
AI
penthouse worth $100 million in New York City.
Sure.
It is located on the 56th,
We're gonna get to see
57th, and
anything
58th
inside.
floors of the Trump Tower, a skyscraper on Fifth Avenue that also houses the Trump Organization offices.
That happens to be
the penthouse
his
has a
entire
dedicated
tower.
elevator to take Trump to his office on the 26th.
Wait, so the Trump Tower, isn't that where, so you know that scene from Home Alone? Isn't that something to do with the Trump Tower? No, I guess not.
No, that's in the hotel.
I think that's in the hotel. I'm an idiot. Every time we watch Home Alone 2, though, I'm always like, oh yeah, I forgot DGT was in this. But anyways.
The penthouse covers 6,200 square feet and has 5 bedrooms and 7.5 bathrooms. It is decorated with 24-karat gold and marble features in the style of Louis XIV.
That like is not.
I've definitely seen this before. Pictures of this.
Pictures of the inside is just so ornate.
I feel like he was probably on MTV Cribs or something back in the day.
Obviously,
where, like,
dude, he's been on all those types of shows through the 90s. As ornate and beautiful it is, like I hate the idea of like that being my residence. It just feels like what are you in a, like you?
I actually don't like things that are super overly formal.
No, same. Like a dining room that just never gets touched. You know, there's this penthouse has 17 rooms that never get used, except when he's having with Melania and all of them.
I'm sure that's the only person.
Chandeliers, plush furnishings, and gold trimmings everywhere.
Irony is there's no
the
chance
apartment overlooks Central Park and has art and portraits of the Trump family on the walls. The penthouse has been a source of controversy and criticism.
Is it?
As Trump allegedly inflated its value to avoid taxes and claimed it was worth more than the entire building. It also reflects Trump's personality and taste, as well as his wealth and power.
Thank you, AI voice. A couple good pictures in there, though. All right, Demi Lovato.
Having a glam room is really important.
Demi Lovato a few years ago.
I was going to say, which Demi Lovato are we going to get right now?
We're getting Demi a couple of years ago.
Time getting my hair and makeup done for jobs and everything, and so I wanted this room to feel really cozy, really fun, with a lot of energy, so that when I get ready to go to work, I am in a really good mood and feeling great. Some of the things that I love about this room is this neon sign. It says, "You're never fully dressed without a smile." And it's actually kind of funny because I used to do beauty pageants, and that was the song that I would sing when I first started out. It's just kind of always stuck with me. It's such a true statement. Like, you can put all the makeup on in the world, but unless you're feeling good about yourself, then it's gonna show.
No shit coming from the horse's mouth there. Isn't she the one that made that documentary recently on Netflix that you watched part of?
Star. I actually finished it.
Was it good?
It was actually very well done.
It was okay?
I liked it a lot. She had a lot of people on it. A
sure.
lot of other child stars.
Yeah. I feel like it's easy just in internet culture to like see people go off the deep end and like talk shit, but like there's a level of me that has sympathy for people that actually were child stars, because if you never have a chance to like grow into a normal young adult that has an identity and you're just like, it's all, I don't know. It's amazing that any of them have ever turned out normal. Yeah. Most of them don't, but some of them have. Who's like the coolest down-to-earth child star?
Definitely not Justin Timberlake.
Not recently. Yikes.
Who do you think?
Macaulay Culkin went through the ringer and went off the deep end, but he's actually pretty chill, like current day. And his brother, too. Seems
love Kieran.
Well, his brother. So it's weird because Kieran's like Hollywood famous now, where Macaulay's like been off the grid forever.
Yep.
Probably just coping since his childhood star days. There's someone else I thought of recently who was thinking of like Disney kids too, like real, like legit child stars, not just like a one-off movie that was like, oh, they were like Disney when they were 7 and 8, and then like all the way through. Well, maybe none of them came out okay, because I can't think of a single one.
I want to show you what I call my shroom room.
Oh.
Hey now.
Wow.
This is my cloud chandelier.
Wait, didn't we watch a documentary years ago when she was like just getting out of rehab or whatever?
It was about her
H
situation.
addiction.
Yes.
Tried to freebasing a little bit.
Favorite things about this cloud chandelier.
She did not talk
music. It
at length about that in this other documentary, because that wasn't the focus of it.
No, yeah, no.
She alluded to it.
Makes sense.
Dark, and she actually
now she just does shrooms in the shroom room.
On the ceiling.
Also, that's wild in there,
cool thing
dude.
About this room is on the windows, there's this window pane, and when the light comes in, it reflects like rainbow, almost kaleidoscope type of light on the room.
Wow, that's a very Demi Lovato room.
The studio, I wanted to keep it light and airy and like a very kind of creative environment. I recorded most of my last album in quarantine, and I did it right in my home studio, which was really nice. And I've actually recorded a song from my new album called Forever For Me, and I wrote it in here, I sang it in here. This is where I get creative.
I'm always curious about, just for me, just like what the technical ability of some of these stars is. When she says like she wrote it and didn't know, like you have a full-time producer, I'm sure, that comes in and does all the technical things. But I love the idea of Demi getting up there, like ripping some verses and going down on the computer and like adding compression and pulling EQs around, but there's no way that happens. But that would be cool. I'm just thinking from the mind of a self-taught producer. I can pull a couple knobs from time to time, okay? I'm into audio production. Anyways, we got a couple things to cover. I will be honest, like half of these were more like, oh, this is a cat person, this is a pig person, these are kind of interesting, and then there was a couple that were like, all right, this is just exorbitant wealth that is a little bit excessive. A little bit of both.
Definitely my favorite was Sandra Bullock's. Wow.
Yeah, she blew, for me, she blew everyone else out of the water. Obviously, it's stuff like this is popular because it's fun for normal people to just covet the lifestyles of the rich and famous, and trick as old as time, but just having any sort of home that is a home is a blessing, that's for sure. Don't ever forget that when you're trying to get me a new kitchen.
Calm down. I did not ask for a new kitchen, people.
I know. She did it. I'm just saying. In the future, we did just get new bar stools, so that should keep us.
We bought 2 bar stools, guys. We're good.
Should that stave off the wolves for a decade or two?
Would you like to tell the internet why we have 2 new bar stools?
Because I broke one. Added one of the bar stools to my list of chairs in the chair graveyard.
3 in the last couple months.
I've broken 3 chairs in 2024. Like, it's pretty average for me.
All within the last couple months. Go figure, you're lighter than usual, too.
Thanks for joining us. Always happy to have you here. A little different vibes today. Just enjoying rich people's shit. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.